Hello and good evening, everyone. Thanks for hopping on. I know it's a Sunday evening. We're so excited to share golden highlights from this weekend's first Greensboro, North Carolina Connect event. It went off without a hitch. It was so amazing to see so many leaders on stage. Some of them for the very first time at leaders on stage and speaking. So this is really a very powerful way to get very intimate and to then share, be vulnerable and share your testimony on stage in front of a live audience. It's really beautiful. I want to start with sharing some golden nuggets and takeaway from some of our leaders that were there at the event. First, I would like to call on Gerving because this was your first event, and I would love for you to share some golden nuggets tonight. And
Ooh.
yeah, it doesn't have to be a lot. I know we're all kind of sluggish and everything, but just even the essence of what you felt.
I want to say I am so grateful and thankful that I took the opportunity to go. My first event was the Williamsburg one, and I came back so inspired and fired up. This one, I am just so full of joy and expectation. I had one little clip from one of the testimonies, and it was, I don't remember his name, but he said, "How deep are you going to swim?" And, and I recorded it because when he was saying it, I knew I needed to keep that. And so, how deep are you going to swim? So when I saw that we were having a call tonight, and I was tired, and I was like, "Oh Lord, we've been in training all week," but I was like, "Get up, because how deep are you going to swim? How committed are you? Are you gonna do the work? Am I not gonna just go sit, take the information, but what am I gonna do with that?" So I just came back so inspired. When we got out of the classes on Saturday, I went to my room and I did a live. I put it up because I was just so excited. It was so encouraging to meet everybody, the leadership, and how personable they are and how down to earth they are, how willing they are to just talk to you and share. So it was a really good time. And then the ride with Rachel, and it was just such a good time for me, because I had closed down in so many areas of my life with people, and so this is just kind of opening me up and just giving me that inspiration and the encouragement to share who I am, and not to make myself small, not to be afraid to put myself out there. So I'm just so grateful. I'm just really grateful for the time that I had.
That was a powerful share. For your first takeaway, that was a powerful share, and I
Mhm.
honor it and I bless it. And I'm so
Thank
grateful
you.
that you were the first to share your experience because I think you touched on the heart and the soul of the company. You know, no
Mhm.
one is too above anyone.
Right.
We are all coming together to do great things together as
Right.
partners in PartnerCo. So thank you
Right.
so much for sharing. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Um, Next, who would like to raise their hands to go? Matt, I'm raising your hand. Who? Matt, please share the golden nuggets.
When Sherry Key was on stage, man's affirmation for human realization, uh, that affirmation, it says, "I will no longer live disconnected from my potential. I choose growth, responsibility, vision, and discipline." This affirmation is about awareness, seeing yourself clearly, ownership, taking responsibility, identity, knowing your worth, alignment, moving with purpose, elevation, refusing to live below your potential. Excuse me. This is where a man stops surviving and starts becoming, not just speaking it, but living it. That's one. Uh, Another is belief, thoughts, action, breakthrough. Uh, your beliefs create your thoughts. Your thoughts shape the way you speak to yourself. They control your energy, your confidence, and the where you show up every single day. And those thoughts, they turn into actions, early mornings, the workouts you didn't want to do, the healthier choices, the consistency when no one's watching, the commitment to becoming the version of you you've always known was in there. Uh, and when your actions align with your belief, that's when you experience your breakthrough, not by chance, not by chance, by intention, not overnight, but through daily decisions, not from luck, but from discipline and alignment. And then, so today, believe bigger, think stronger, act with purpose. And I think there's one more. And then, what's your why? Before the habits, before the discipline, before the results, you need to know why you're doing this in the first place. Your why is the fuel behind every early morning alarm, every healthier choice, kind of similar to the last one. Your why keeps you steady when motivation fades. Your why shows up when the old version of you tries to pull back. Your why becomes an anchor that stops you from quitting on yourself again. Maybe your why is your family, your health, breaking generational cycles, becoming the strongest version of yourself, building a future you're proud of, never going back to who you used to be. And that's pretty much it.
These are amazing shares, Matt. I am blown away with how great your notes are. As always, you've always been able to share expediently in our threads. I would absolutely love to give you some a voice in team the Legacy in Motion page and to share some of these golden nuggets throughout the week. This is really, really significant. If someone came to you,
All right. Thank you.
if I'm going to ask you a question, if someone came to you and in like a couple of sentences, why would I go to an event? What would you say to that person?
Come be inspired. Don't doubt yourself, your abilities to what you can possibly do. See what the future holds, not only for you, but yourself and your family, and just believe in yourself.
Hmm. I love that. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Who would like to go
You're
next?
welcome.
Let's see. I'm going to do the little rolling thing here, that little wheel. Deborah, come on. It's your turn, sweetheart.
Hello.
Hello, dear.
I got home at 9:30 this morning, and I went to church.
Dang, girl, you're amazing.
I took a lot of notes and I really enjoyed this event. Um, but my nuggets that I really took away was that you need to talk to 100 people a day. And that is a lot, but it can be done if you make the time. And somebody said, I don't remember who it was, you have to really give up your time and love everyone the same. And I
Mm.
thought that was a really good nugget. And do yourself a favor and do personal development. Spend time with God first in your life. Understand that you're not in this by yourself because we are partners. Build a community and not a team. And don't rely solely on your efforts. So I wrote down everything everybody said. And then if I couldn't write anything down, I took pictures to go back and later write notes down. But it got me fired up, and I had a Zoom with my team, the 4 girls, 3 girls, a couple of them didn't make it. But yeah,
You
it,
were there and you spoke and you received, but coming how it felt for you to experience this. I'm receiving it as Deborah. I'm not receiving it from someone else. And I love that. I love that you are embodying what you've experienced and you sharing it with a love offering. And I felt it to my core. Thank you for sharing. That was beautiful. I actually took away even more from just your notes and what you shared from the heart. So thank you. Thank you.
you're welcome.
Oh my goodness. Let's see. Karen Justice, come on down. It's your turn to share, sweetheart.
Did you mean Kathy Justice?
I meant Kathy, just why I'm looking at Karen, I'm going.
Kathy,
She's
Mute.
you're muted.
you gotta
You're
unmute
muted.
here.
Click your screen at the bottom. It will say mute or unmute. You guys help me
There you
out.
go. She's got it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I had a great time and I look terrible tonight. I have not done anything to myself all day, so I apologize for my appearance. But I just had a really great time and I was truly inspired. Um, it just made me really want to work harder, try harder to take all of this good information and make it work for me. Um, like I got one of the things I got was the belief that we unlock is confidence, uh, uh, conversation, consistency, and develop our calling. And I, I don't know, there were so many things that I was touched by, but just some of the things like that, I tried to make a lot of notes to help me and to go back to, refer to. But I thought it was amazing, and I made so many new friends, and reconnected with some of the people I had met in Dallas. So that was all good. It was just really great.
I love that. Thank you so much. Kathy, Karen, Kathy.
Yeah, either one. I answered or whatever.
I love you, girl. Karen, please unmute. I'd love for you to share next. Thank you.
Well, we're all family. It is so beautiful. I can't, you know, I look forward to every time and the growing, and it's the community of all being together and just supporting one another. So beautiful. Rachel, so proud of you. You look beautiful. Everybody did. It's just yes, we all want to work to help everybody feel better and just share the love. That's the nuggets of the love and the togetherness. Um, everybody goes through hard times and we pull together and we win. So I love it. And I love you all. So that's
Well,
my nugget.
you are the fun in everything that you do. I mean, your middle name should be fun because when you show up at any event, and you've been to many, you just connect. And you share from such a place where it's serving others. You are just always there to help one another. You're 3 steps ahead in serving and helping and making sure everything. You should have been an event planner. I mean, you just serve so much or just a coordinator or something like that. I mean, you just when you show up and Karen's in the house, it's going to be a fun time. So thank you so much, Karen, for sharing. Kimberly, please share next some of your highlights and golden nuggets.
She's got me emotional.
I know.
Karen always moves me to tears. Um, just being with everybody, realizing that we have more similarities than we do differences. And I want to move in a way that include everybody and feel like because we're to get but so much better together. I know we say it all the time and it's cliche, but I really feel it in my heart that, I just want to do better and Yeah, I just feel like gosh, we just need each other, you guys. I mean, Karen made it clear we're all going to go through hard times. We've all been through hard times, but if we link arms and do this and really truly do it, and I'm human and I've made mistakes and so, but I want to focus on our togetherness as a whole. And the soul like of the company is that. And then also you guys seeing Darren's video and him sharing that with us. I was truly touched by his son and I mean,
Kimberly, can you elaborate on that, please, so that we can all have a moment of not everybody knows what happened to Darren's son?
and you guys may need to help me, but his son Darren at Zobrist are did I say his name right?
Darren is the father and
Yeah,
Decker. Yeah,
Dare, I
yeah,
mean
yeah,
Decker.
yeah.
Darren is one of our founders and his son was found from was it riding his bike?
Yeah, a unicycle. Yep, yep, yep.
Um, and they found him and he had fallen, I guess, on his head and had a brain bleed and hemorrhaging and all that. And so I mean, he went into surgery and he's recovering, but I mean, Darren so powerfully shared that with I mean, just put it all out there, like vulnerable. Um, that's why he wasn't in North Carolina was because he was, his son just had that happen like within the last week. And so seeing those pictures of his son and I think some people might have shared it on social media. So if you can go and look, but yeah, that was incredibly moving that he shared that with us. I felt so honored and that we all got to pray for him and it just reminds us that life is so precious and that, at the end of the day, like we have each other and I just love all of you and yeah, my soul's on fire.
Thank you,
So
Kimberly. That was so beautiful. And as I was hearing your words, it triggered something beautiful inside of me that, Darren and his video to all of us, the reason why he shared from the heart and was so vulnerable is because we're his family. We're Darren's family. We're connected. We're partnered with Darren and Kristen and Decker. So why not? Why not share even the hardest things that we go through? And this was hard. He wanted to be with all of us, but he considers us as family, his partners in life. And it was such a beautiful, beautiful share. Beautiful share. Karen, did you want to add to that, dear? Oh, unmute yourself, sweetheart.
Well, okay, is it unmuted now?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, I wanted to share because Keisha's not on here tonight, but it was Keisha's first time. Here I go again. Anyways, her takeaway was everybody that got up there and talked about winning, they placed God first. That we're a God-based company, faith-based first. Our faith and our love, and that's what keeps us going, and that's what she really took away. So I wanted to share that.
I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much for adding, Keisha, because you spent so much time. I mean, you guys have connected in such a beautiful sisterhood, and thank you for representing. Um, Let me just add somebody into. Oh, thank you for getting that co-host.
I
So
also wanted just to mention that I was inspired by Rachel and Barb as well on stage, and that was amazing. Rachel, especially you, I know that wasn't easy. So just wanted to give you kudos for that.
That was beautiful, Rachel. I taped the whole thing. You did a fantastic job. And Barbara. Beautiful.
And also, you guys, I have Jennifer Shore. She's a new brand partner. She's on here tonight for the first time. So I just wanted to welcome her, you guys. She's from Boonville, North Carolina, and she's on here tonight.
welcome, Jennifer. Thank you so much for being here tonight, for investing in your future, to be part of our community. Someone had said that we're not building a team, we're building a community that's based in faith, friendship, relationship building, and we're just going to lock arms and do great things. Rachel, can you please come on and share some golden nuggets with us, dear?
Yes. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, everyone. I Okay, so I feel Kathy. I was like having a hard time with the kids. I was having a meltdown. I was having just tired from the weekend, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna tell Barbara I'm too tired to, to show up." And I said, "No, my community shows up for me all the time. I'm gonna show up." So my takeaways, gosh, I mean, this was my fourth event. I felt it from the very first event I went to, the family, the community, the soul of the company. Um, Barb has felt that from the very beginning too. And, we have something so special. And it just, my takeaways this time were to, like re-engage my brain since I have been out. And every time, like PXP helped me, just re-engage things, my muscle memory and things that I felt like weren't coming to me easy. So I'm just like, I just want to take it in. And so every like that you have to be in that seat to have takeaways for you that God has for you, right? For your business, for your life. Illy,
Hi,
very
Illy.
high.
Thank you. Mama's sharing, huh?
And but this time this event was different for me because they had asked me last minute to speak. Well, not last minute, a few days before after I shared my IPA, Barb called me and says they want you to share your story on stage in Greensboro, and I was like, oh, what? How? What? I said the IPA I did. I had it all written out and I was like rehearsed and everything was good, and it didn't come. It just like it Illy was supposed to be in front of a TV upstairs, and like when they called my name, I heard her feet coming downstairs. I'm like, what is happening here? So I got a little sidetracked. So I said, okay, well, maybe God give me the strength to talk about this and to deliver it and to inspire somebody to not give up, even in the hardest season of their life. And I had people come up to me and tell me that they did, like that inspired them to if I could do it, they could do it, and things like that. And like it's you know we put in the work. The biggest takeaway for me is we put in the work behind the scenes where nobody sees, right? Like I don't need to tell everyone what I do every all day long. Like the laundry list is long, and what I do for my family, my house, my business, everything, for myself, for my health. But I took away some really great takeaways from the speakers. Some of those seasoned leaders are incredible, and they're just like us. Like, they started just like us. Like Kim Gray and her husband said, like we were brand new at one point. So it's a journey, and it's an incredible journey that we can do together. And the community is like no other. Like it's just every time I go to the event, I see someone that I've seen before, or I meet someone new, and this time, I guess because I was on stage, everyone pulled me aside. It was a little exhausting, but I'm happy to share. Like everyone is, um, like there to help each other. Like that's what like is so incredible about these events is you get to meet all the people and feel their genuineness. And like Brenda Carlson said, we all came out of our the little squares on Zooms, and we get to hug and feel and do all the things. So it will propel your business going to an event because you have the takeaways. And Ken Bailey said it just right. Like all of this is great. He has so many funny isms, right? Like, and I've always loved him, and I think they're great. He's so down to earth, yet such a powerful leader and gentleman. As our leader, as the top of our organization, and he, what did he? What? My brain just went away because I started thinking about all of his isms. But he said if you don't put this into action, right? Like it's not going to do anything for you. It's a blend of personal development and business development and really just pouring into it. It's gonna it all of those leaders didn't just sit back and do anything. They worked. So it's, finding what you can do and put in stretching yourself and pushing yourself a little bit more than what you think you can do. And just being open to like receiving and doing, I don't know, just so yes, it was probably just as hard as giving my husband's eulogy getting up on that stage, but I did it. I did it scared. I did it nervous. I did it, with pieces of paper in my hand without a podium, and I fumbled around. Gio, please stop. I wish I would have talked about my kids when the picture went up and stuff like that, but like I just got through the pieces of paper that I wrote. And I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful for Barbara, and we have incredible leadership and incredible family here. So the possibilities are endless. I want all of this for every single person on my team. And it just like it kind of solidified what I've felt the whole time I've been with PartnerCo. So don't give up on yourself. You're gonna have hard days where you don't want to show up, and you're gonna have um, days where you're like, wow, that was really easy. So that was kind of my takeaway. I have a notebook with notes so I can go back and look in that. And, I think I'll go back and look at it when I have the days where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing today. Type thing.
Thank you, Rachel. That was so pivotal in so many ways. And my takeaway in just listening to you share yours is do it hard, do it scary. We're not perfect. And everyone, I promise you, it's going to be your first time for everything. Whether we're a baby taking our first step versus taking our first step into posting and trusting the process, right? We trust our mamas and daddies when we take our first step. We need to trust our friends when we come in and lock arms with each other to just post twice a day. That is the passive way to actually share this information, share this amazing product that really is pivotal in helping people transform their lives. And then the intentional way, as I shared with somebody while I was onboarding today, is who lands on your heart within the first 24 to how many 72 hours, right? Who's landing on your heart? Your family, your close friends, write their names down. Writing it down precedes God to go before you to whisper in their ears to make them ready for the call. And whether they call you, because that happens all the time, you think of somebody and all of a sudden they call you and they haven't even heard from you or you haven't heard from them in 2 or 3 years. Like, wow, how does that happen? It's called energy. It's called God, whatever you want to call it, but it is flowing before you. Rise your vibration, even in the disbelief, even in the hard times. Try to turn your lemons into lemonade, okay? And get up on that stage with your notes in hand, like Rachel, beautiful Rachel did. And she shared and she inspired someone. I was having a hard time as well, no lie. But I got up there and I did it. And even if it was for one person, the takeaway was for one person, it was all worth it. But I'm going to say that there was a lot of people that came up to Rachel, came up to me, embraced us. Thank you for sharing. You gave us hope again. You gave us belief again. And all of these people, even some of the leaders, I asked Brenda, is this your first time? She goes, this was my first time in on the stage. So she did amazing. I could tell she was a little nervous, but that's because I know what nerves look like. But she did a very nice job. And Brenda and I had a moment of connection. And she is very good about following up, follow up. She's a beautiful follow up system. And I asked her, or actually she even offered, she goes, I would love to come and train on your team, for your team. And this is what we do. I mean, I didn't even have to ask. I said, oh my goodness, this is something that I would love to, excuse me, I got to admit somebody. I would love to teach my team. This is something that I want to learn because a lot of people are getting slipped through the cracks because I don't have a follow-up system in place. So, if Brenda is available next Sunday, we'll do a follow-up system, okay, next Sunday. And it may not be a whole hour worth of information, but I'm going to ask her. And then what I would like for you all to do, I'm going to give you a little bit of a homework assignment. I would love, love, love for you guys to watch Ashley Rowland's Why, because that shares how you can create your vision board. And before, if we can do it next week, and we might even do next week the vision boards and then the week after follow up. But if we can do it together, we'll do 20 minutes of follow up and then we'll do the vision board next week. Because I want you to be fully equipped with a follow up system and the new vision going into 2026, because this is what's going to propel your vision, your growth, your personal development. Everything that I put on my vision board in June of last year came true. I had a roll of money on it. I had trips. I had a new kitchen. This is all before I got the new kitchen. I even had a house on there. I had family. I had faith. I had marriage. I had children. And those have come into Randy's and my life 10 timefold. This little girl randomly came up to a lot of people, but it really meant something when she came up to Randy and I. Because this is the season of dryness in our own family, personal families with children, grandchildren. And so it's such a blessing to be able to then develop relationships and friendships with your children. So when this little girl came up to hug Randy and I was just touched to the core. My heart was just so touched. What I loved about was Stacy Woodford's share, how important it is to love deeply on your customers. It's not just a box of drops. It's not just a sale at 167. These are your new friends who value and trust you because they saw a post and you delivered an answer to their prayers. So it's not a 167 and done. See ya. It's let's get on a call. I know you have questions. I know that this might be a lot for you. For some, they are. And then you're not annoying them with asking them about the drop wins. But then if you don't hear from them, say, hey, are you okay? Do you have 10 minutes? And if you feel unequipped, then partner with us, meaning Rachel, Kimberly, people that are a little bit more seasoned that can answer the questions for your customers, okay? You don't have to be the expert, but we're here to work together to find a solution for that new customer. Because once they do trust you, us, then they're going to say yes to wanting to spread this amazing product that helps so many people get their lives back, get their health back, and join a community, not join a company, but join a community where we all get to support each other, uplift each other, love each other. That's what I felt. I met so many people, and Rachel, I want to speak into this because I've got now a beautiful woman of color that actually is just such a beautiful. We were dancing, we were boogieing, and then she came up to me, and she lives in Virginia Beach. She has a big team in Virginia Beach, and I said, let's prepare for Rachel having her baby so that you and your team in Virginia Beach can be well supported while you're nursing and having your baby. So we're going to do some great things over the next few weeks to make that happen so that you, my friend, are well supported, okay? This is how we work. And I have people now lined up in Raleigh and in Durham so that the new people in North Carolina, I'm going to be on the phone with Ken Bailey tomorrow because new people like Jennifer came in and she's over that way. I want to make the connections for all of you. We are going to just continue to expand and support the follow-up systems. I'm just trying to, and I also wanted to speak into one more thing. I'll share with you how God works in my life. Before the event, driving there, Kim Gray came into my mind. Oh, I'm going to have a conversation with Kim Gray. Thank you, Lord. Okay, how's that going to look? I didn't know how that was going to look. I just knew that I was supposed to connect and bond with Kim Gray. And then the next one was Cindy Landis. And it came true. It came true. I'm telling you, vision and trusting whatever comes into you and it feels like Holy Spirit or feels really good, like a high vibration, trust that. So I actually, after Cindy's share on stage, had a moment with Cindy. And I asked her a couple of questions. And because she had shared with us, all of us at the event, that when she's a businesswoman and she does do posting twice a day. However, and she's a multimillionaire, okay? When she enrolls new businesses like a chiropractor or something like that, realtor, they may not do the systems of growth. They're shown, they're onboarded, but what they may say, even if they say, I'm not going to be posting twice a day, she'll actually say, you must know somebody. Just bring them to me. I'll share them the opportunity, and then we'll get to work with those people. Okay, because they know people who will post twice a day, because that's the bread and butter of everyone's business, is the upfront daily income of everyone's business. But if you see if you are talking with a business owner but doesn't want to post twice a day because they're very busy, they think it's not, something that they want to do, they're not on Facebook, whatever it is, we're going to move that mountain and we're going to find a different way. And when I brainstormed with Cindy Landis, one of the most beautiful leaders and brilliant mindset, she's been in this industry for more than 20 something years. And she came from the other company. She was one of the original 12, Todd Rowland, Ken Bailey, Cindy Landis, Tim Sales. I'm going to miss out a lot of people, but just to name a few. And who came from Arix when we merged. And with Tahisha Noni and two other companies. And when Darren bought PartnerCo, that was such a beautiful thing. And that's when true friendship partnered together because of their friendship, their bond, their love for each other. That's what this symbol stands for, is true brother to brother, sister to sister, partnering with each other. There's no uplines, downlines. We're all one collective heartbeat and soul of the company, helping everyone at every level, whether you're brand new or seasoned. I mean, a year and a half ago, Cindy Landis would not be on my radar to have a conversation with. And let me tell you, it was pivotal. A year and a half ago, I was scared to death to even talk to Kim Gray. And I sat at her table for a lunch. And it was pivotal, pivotal. So we all will grow. And as we evolve, the teachers will come before you. Just dare to ask the questions, okay? And you'll know by measure of comfort, right? And if you're scared, ask anyway. Here at Partner, they're not going to say, "Oh, go away, you're beneath me." No, no, they won't. It was amazing. The takeaways were amazing. Um, Let me think of what else. Vision board, follow up, and then Cindy Landis. That's kind of what I wanted to share.
Hey, Barb,
Yes, yes.
on the Thursday night call last week, I know you guys were in Greensboro. Talia talked about doing a vision board, a
Oh,
thing with everyone with Canva and some other stuff. So let's talk with Susan Cameron and Talia.
thank
And
you.
I would love that. And we were talking vision board on the way home today in our car. So I had Jen drove us back today. She was
Yes.
like, "Man, I want a new car now." She's so funny. She's gonna manifest it. I was like, "Sorry, Richard, her husband," but um then she drove us home, but she, Jen is just she's just such a beautiful creator. She's amazing person, but like what she has to share and help people create the lives that they want to live. I just love being around her because I always get golden nuggets from her. But she was sharing today about writing out your top 10 dreams. Oh, Irvine, remember we were talking about this today. Like writing out your top 10 dreams. I am earning this, I am living this, I am feeling dot dot dot. I am going somewhere, so like your vision of having your home and going on vacations and your family, like all of that, like write it all out, write your top 10. So there's a whole list of 10 before we do the vision board so that we can do it digital or magazines from the library or, wherever, whatever we would like, whatever your jam is, if it's
Yep.
digital or real life cut and paste type thing. But yeah, I love that. So we're gonna get a head start on this. Most people do this in January, and we're ready to go.
Yes, yes, because we need to manifest. And
Yeah.
um, I know that Rachel, you and I are going to be working before the baby's born. So in the next couple of days to a couple of weeks, doing some new plans on how to approach businesses. And I know that a lot of people have interest in that. We were considering it last year, and I just didn't know what that looked like. It wasn't fully manifested, so I didn't have the creative. Now I see it, I can deliver it. We just have to implement it, map it all out on what it looks like, and then how to teach it. So we're going to be delivering that to you. Let's see if we can knock it out, Rachel. Maybe if time is available for you, dear, this week, and then we can just really move forward with this and deliver it. Randy and I are going to be putting this focus this week. That way, there we can really share our to a couple of people that might want to add to this, that sort of thing. I'm actually going to be talking to Ken Bailey about it just to see. I also, when I asked Cindy Landis some important strategy um, questions about enrolling. So if you enroll a new business person, but they don't want to do the business and they want to actually, so they just want to do the wholesale to retail. So we're going to create a system for those business owners. Okay, so we're going to create it and we're going to map it out and we're going to share it with you guys. So we'll have a real good solid map for all of you and all of your new business owners to win. So that's coming as well.
I
And
love that. I love that, Barb, because it's been on our heart. We've
it
talked about it.
is.
We've thrown it around. But Cindy Landis and with like the resources and then hearing from her is like it's all putting it together, right? Like it's helping us feel like we can go to these businesses with this incredible opportunity as we all know, right? But then like follow through with stuff afterwards, and give them the resources and talk to them like Cindy Landis talks to them.
So, I think it just, as much as we've talked about this for some time, so I'm so excited to implement it and help implement it. And I just want to also say that I am so proud of you, Barb. I was talking about it today in the car, but like you you serve all of us so amazingly well, you and Randy. And to see your story on stage, where you came from and where you are now, it inspires us. Like we know it, but like just to see it, right? Like I love that you put Randy in the stream with a heart over. It's fun, like we love it. Humor's good. It's great for your soul. So like I'm so thankful, but I'm so proud of you. Like you did that scared, getting on stage. And we're just so like, and this is just the beginning, right? Look how if that has transformed Barb's life and this. So many transformations are happening and you can't compare yours to others. But you know they're going to happen, right? If you just keep going and you don't give up and you just implement different things. And yeah, it's just thank you, Barb. Love you.
I love you so much and well said. And welcome back. I hear the wisdom and it's so filled with grace, by the way. You have such a beautiful grace-filled heart and wisdom. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for adding that value. Thank you for honoring, us as people who want to steward the way for all of you, right? We didn't know what leadership looked like. We didn't know what mentorship looked like. But God kept telling me, you took Stephen's ministry class for a reason. You just stand in the gap. You love people, you listen to people, you help people, you be the tour guide for people, you love on people. That's what leadership is. Like Matt's a rising leader just by sharing the information that he shares. That's leadership. So some of us don't even know what leadership looks like. I didn't. And do you know that I was almost paralyzed in fear? I don't want to grow anymore because I don't know what it looks like to be a leader. So thank you, Rachel, for honoring that sacred place in friendship to just bless me with your words from the heart. I really appreciate that, hun. More than you can imagine. Love you. Love you all so deeply. And we're going to do some great things together in 2026. I feel it. I know it in my heart. You're all here. You're all worthy. You were called for such a time as this. You really were. So if anybody would like to add something, great. If not, I do want to respect everyone's time. We are all tired this evening. If you would like to unmute and add, if not, then this recording will go out tomorrow sometime for you to share with your team for those who were not on this evening. So good night, everybody. Love you so much.
Good night, Barb. And thank you for adding that we can share this. Like I love my team that showed up on this tonight, but like I also love on my team that didn't show up. I mean, there's a lot. If somebody can't show up, you can still show up for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Rachel. And I'm so grateful that we found a way, we moved a mountain to be able to get Melanie Cook to be able to then create a new Zoom for me because I couldn't figure out the old Zoom. And for then to get the YouTube channel to get the material transcribed or not transcribed, but turn into a YouTube clip so that everyone can share it.
Hey,
It's
Barb.
progress.
Barb, I have a quick question
Yeah.
about the appropriate way. When we were taking pictures at the event, and I heard multiple times, take pictures with people. And so when you post them, you can post you with them.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of a way to do that appropriately? If you know what I mean?
Yes,
Like,
of course. What you
mhm.
can do is if you do um, You can either go seek out on their personal page because sometimes they have the pinned post
You
on their
have
profile page.
pictures you want me to like make a video with? Send them to me and I'll make like videos like that for like your events and stuff.
I have some.
You know,
I'm sorry.
I'm going, oh, she's answering the question. I'm like, okay. So, what I would recommend is if you know that person's name, go to their Facebook page. Sometimes their pinned post of the before and after pictures right there. Otherwise, you can go into the systems of growth and see if they where that picture is, and then you would share that before and after picture with your picture with them, and just you can even ask ChatGPT to create a little message. Say,
Okay.
these people are real. These people are my friends. I have personally met them, spent time with them, had conversations with them, and these drops work. Something like that. But if you need more suggestions, I'd be happy to kind of role play with you. Okay.
It was like sorry to
Thank
interrupt.
you.
You're
A post
welcome.
with oh my goodness, Gray, right? In the last event, I took a picture with her, and what I did on her post, I put her post with it was the actual post with her and her before and after, and then a picture of me with her next to it. So it made it look like, okay, this is my friend, you know, and I'm so proud of her, and she's come a long way. Yeah, so I did that with a couple of people, even you, Barbara.
Thank you, Cynthia. You're amazing. You're amazing. Yes, Deborah.
I'm sorry about that. But there was something that I took away. I forgot to mention. It was one of my favorites, and it was Fairy Mills. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Fairy. She had said, "Is this a pyramid?" And then she goes, "I'm really not sure what shape it is. It put money in my account." And I really like that.
Yeah. That was
To
great.
if anybody asks you a question like that, I think that's a perfect answer.
Mhm.
So,
I like that. I'm writing that down because I heard the last part of it because you know me, I'm always multitasking. So I heard the last part of it. Is this a pyramid? I don't know what shape it is. Is that what you said?
Uh-huh.
But okay, so then,
she says, I'm really not sure what shape it is, but it put money in my account.
okay. In my account. Okay, I'm writing that down because I just got asked that, by the way. That was really good. That was really good. All right, everyone. I'm going to say good night. Thank you so much for taking time this evening and spending time with us. Get your pictures chopped and ready to go, whether we do it on Thursday evening at with Team Unstoppable or next Sunday. I'll keep you all updated, okay?
Barbara,
All right.
can
Thank
I have
you.
a special request if you don't mind? I need a special prayer right now.
Okay.
My father-in-law, he hit his head. They found him bleeding in the brain now. So now
Oh, dear.
he's gonna have surgery tomorrow. They're gonna open his brain to try to relieve, I guess,
Oh,
the
dear.
inflammation in there. But
Wow.
it's wild because the same thing happened to his sister, which was his twin, and she just